Welcome every to the basketball village with the name Gum Basketball Village. And now I would like to tell you how to make the basketball with the name you can hear very special in Vietnam. Why Vietnamese people call the basket? Why Vietnamese people call the basketball? Have a legend and histories about the name basketball. Now I would like to share you about that.
Vậy ông này là mấy tuổi rồi ông?
Cực kìa, bả mái nè con. Bà thấp thập cỡ là hay à. Con được
24
rồi hả?
bãi rồi dân
Bà
Ông lấy cái món nào mà nặng, ông lấy món ông trả ra.
This is not basket. This is basketball. The main is materials of the basketball is the bamboo. They cut it into the many strips like that. The stitch is very thin and very flexible. They use it for the weaving the mat. You can see. Look carefully. You can see in the middle. In the middle is diamond. Outside of the diamond is a square, and another diamond is outside of the square. They use a double strip to weave in the middle. But in the top, they use a single strip. They use single strip. Then they bend it into the basket. On the top, they use the bamboo circles and push it into the basket. They use the nylon to tie it. When they harvest it, we have a basketball like this. And now I will tell you how to make it waterproof. Local people put the two layers. First, on baskets they have many gaps. You can see. They use special material to fill the gap. Can you guess what it is? Something very natural.
You know when Vietnamese people weave the basketball, many holes, many gap between in the frame. But you know Vietnamese people use the natural product to fill the gap, to fill the hole. And I want to introduce for you what this is. That is the cow dung. Vietnamese people use cow dung or the buffalo dung. They use it and mix together. Use the from the coconut. They use from coconut. Mix the cow dung to fill the hole. Very useful in Vietnam. You can see. I don't know in your country, Vietnam, but Vietnamese people use 100% the natural thing. That is include the natural.
And second layer, they put tea sap. The tea sap is the same sap which is used to Golden Boat village where we already traveled before, maybe. And the local people keep the secret how to make a tea sap. Some people tell it's original from the big rubber teas have a different big rubber tea. Then they used bamboo shell to apply the inside and outside of the basketball. Then they make the bamboo frame to make the bamboo a,
ស្ stronger.
ស្ stronger.
អញ្ចឹង Vietnamese
អញ្ចឹង Vietnamese people use 100% natural This village is a specialist craft village inhabited by the skilled artisans developed around Hoi An during 16th and 17th centuries. The work of the one famous community of the wooden carved from Kim Bong village can be seen throughout Hoi An. Most carpenters have moved out of the village, but handful remains on the Kam Kim Island, built fishing boats, basket boats, or crafting fertility for export. This large island is a 10-minute ride from the Hoi An Forest Station. Heading west of the river, you will find one of the few surfaces boatyard rides beside the island jetties, but it's worth taking a bike over and exploring the rest island. Kam Kim is also a stop on the boat trips back from My Son.
Nóng mà. Mà ná đi qua cái ná tự nhiên.
Chưa sao, chưa sao.
Đi sao? Là mệt quá à?
It's too hot, very hot. The wooden with the woman already tell that.
Mà nó đang dệt chứ được qua con quay đẹp.
Con quay trên đấy cái nhỏ
And now how about the price? How about the cost with the basketball? So just only $100 for one basketball. You can buy that. They make basketballs for around 8 to 10 days. They make the tears up again one more time land 6 months later. They use last about 5 years. Basketballs is used on rivers for the fishing and the tourism. One more problem is from the tea shop. This basketballs is here for river, but when you go to the oceans, you can see the basketball with the bigger size than the taller boat. Is the big top balls because basketballs in the ocean a long time, the tree shops will be smelt down. Therefore, they put one more layer with the name tar. The tar is better the heat. And now, so how come to inside? I would like to introduce how to use basketball. First, once you put the one foot in the middle and your hand put on the frame. You will knee down, your buttons put on the heel. Your ties the line like this. Please pay attention. Don't move down because very imbalanced. You can make imbalance. you can't afford the water out. I can't place offer to have two paddling, two ways for paddling. First one, the letter says, one hand's on the tops and another one's in the middle. You start from right to left, you twist pedal and you come back the right. You leave the pedal in the water, you do it again. The second way is on the figure 8, the infinitive. You return from the left and twist pedal and you come back the right. And now I explain for you why Vietnamese call basketball. Why Vietnamese people can call that long boat? Very different there. The story was related to French colony. Do you know before in the 19th century? No, actually it's 18th century. Some French colonies dominate Vietnam. They put task to everything Vietnamese people have. Vietnamese got the idea. They make basket into the bigger one. When French come, we put all the items into a basket quickly. We say that is boat. This is not boat. That is basket boat. Then never touch. Very funny. It's right. Very clever. And once again, I really think you use when you watch my video, and really appreciate for next videos. I want to share more and more stories in Vietnam, in Hoi An. Thank you so much.